Things have exploded over the anime video tweeted out by Republican Congressman Paul Gosar, in which a cartoon version of him, sort of anime, his face on it, an anime version of Paul Gosar is depicted as killing Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The demands now range from investigate through a House ethics panel to arrest Paul Gosar to send the FBI to Paul Gosar to talk to him about this. There's also a sort of hypocrisy component to this, which I'm going to talk about, but it is a wild, wild story. So let's start with Newsweek reporting Paul Gosar faces growing calls to be arrested over video showing him killing AOC. Killing AOC. Congressman Paul Gosar is facing calls to be arrested or expelled from Congress after the lawmaker shared an anime video depicting him killing Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. In most jobs, if it's determined that during your off time, whatever that means, you are tweeting videos depicting you killing a coworker, you would be fired. You would be fired. You would be fired. Okay, it's just not even, there's not even a debate about it. Congressman Gosar sparked fierce backlash on Sunday after he tweeted an anime video showing him killing Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. The video, based on the anime Attack on Titan, shows Gosar killing the New York lawmaker with a sword before launching himself at President Joe Biden. Within hours, the tweet went viral. As of Tuesday morning, had been viewed more than 3.2 million times. The video and depiction of violence against AOC led numerous figures to call for Congressman Gosar to be arrested or expelled from Congress. Democrats, critics call for action against Congressman Paul Gosar over his grotesque post. This is from Huffington Post. In any workplace in America, if a coworker made an anime video killing another coworker, that person would be fired. My sentiments exactly. More than half a dozen House Dems, one House Republican, and scores of critics have condemned and called for action against Paul Gosar Monday after he posted a doctored anime video that depicts him killing Congresswoman AOC. Gosar tweeted an edited version of the opening credits of the Japanese anime series Attack on Titan, showing himself as the main character, who then slashes the neck of a foe with Ocasio-Cortez's face. AOC tweeted about it. So while I was en route to Glasgow, a creepy member I work with who fundraises for neo-Nazi groups, that's true, shared a fantasy video of him killing me, and he'll face no consequences because GOP leader Kevin McCarthy cheers him on with excuses. Fun Monday. Well, back to work. And then just another aspect to this, which Media Matters covered. Gosar tweet reveals a double standard in cable news's coverage of extremism and civility. In 2019, cable news devoted more attention to a Democratic congresswoman cursing than it's now giving to a Republican congressman tweeting an anime video of killing a colleague. This is a reference to, well, there's a couple of different things. So first of all, remember the incident where Steve King embraced white supremacy? And then there was when Rashida Tlaib said, impeach the MFer. So you go back and you look at CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC. They all devoted overwhelmingly more time to Rashida Tlaib cursing versus Steve King embracing white supremacy. And we're seeing the point from Media Matters here is that we're seeing the exact same dynamic play out with this situation. Now, one other funny thing about Paul Gosar, and it's not even really that funny. He has a whole bunch of siblings. Like, it's one of these families where there's just kids upon kids upon kids. There's a very interesting video where back in 2018, his siblings endorsed his opponent. And the ad is very cleverly done where you don't know until later that these are all his siblings. At first, it just kind of sounds like it's random people saying, I don't like Paul Gosar. Check this out. This is a good one.
Paul Gosar, the congressman, isn't doing anything to help rural America.
Paul's absolutely not working for his district.
If they care about health care, they care about their children's health care, they would hold him to account. If they care about jobs, they would hold him to account.
If he actually cared about people in rural Arizona, I bet he'd be fighting for Social Security, for better access to health care. I bet he would be researching what is the most insightful water policy to help the environment of Arizona sustain itself and be successful
and he's not listening to you, and he doesn't have your interests at heart. My name is Tim Gosar.
David Gosar.
Grace Gosar.
Joan Gosar.
Gaston Gosar.
Jennifer Gosar.
Paul Gosar is my brother.
My brother.
And I endorse Dr. Brill.
Dr. Brill wholeheartedly endorse Dr. David Brill for Congress.
Gosar really is one of the most disgusting members of Congress. Will there be consequences for tweeting a video glamorizing, dramatizing him killing a colleague? Unfortunately, there probably will not. There probably will not. One of our sponsors is Blinkist, who's been supporting the David Pakman Show longer than any other sponsor. Blinkist is the app that lets you listen to or read an entire nonfiction book in just 15 minutes. Blinkist is the way to absorb those books you can't make time for. Blinkist takes top nonfiction titles, pulls out the book's key takeaways and insights, and gives it to you in the form of a text or audio explainer that you can consume in 15 minutes. With Blinkist, now you actually do have time to learn about all the things you've been wanting to tackle. On the Blinkist app, I just listened to This Is Your Mind on Plants by the great Michael Pollan. Super interesting, the history of caffeine and so many other things. Blinkist has you covered on podcasts too. Blinkist takes long episodes of popular podcasts and distills them into audio you can listen to in 15 minutes. With Blinkist, you can become knowledgeable about so many different things. You can have conversations with people about more topics. Blinkist makes you more well-rounded. Try Blinkist for free and get 25% off a subscription. Go to Blinkist.com/Pakman. The link is down below.